Round two. Sides have been switched. 29th ID is is attacking this time, and the FNF coalition is defending. Factions are the same. Op 4 is still defending. Blue 4 is still attacking. But the people behind the screens have changed.
Mm-hmm. So looking at this one AO here, a little bit more forested routes to get in all around the town. When I look at it locally, I'll judge it, but that first defensive AO was pretty nice. Like, it forced a Thunder Run, you know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
this one, it looks a little tougher on the map itself.
I'm with you on that. Now that we're in, let's check it out on the ground. I think that southeast area is still going to be pretty open along that river, and that should still provide a natural barrier to kind of avoid for the attacking side. But as for the rest of it, yeah, the southern and southern to southeast is pretty heavily forested. Terrain is also going to be working against the defenders if they are not the ones holding that area. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna be honest, like, looking at the AO here, we got a thick forest to the southeast, thick forest to the southwest. Little open areas, though, but let me actually count the ways that, like, branched out forest units can come in. You got this really nice area to the east right here. You've got the southern approach, so you got some open areas coming in, but that's part of the search area for the cache itself. I would say this AO is a little tougher to defend, all things considered.
I agree with you.
A little bit of bias.
Because of the... yeah, I'm definitely with you, especially with... in terms of that river, I thought that's going to be a nice natural barrier. It's shallow as fuck. Trucks can easily drive through that, whereas on Roche, those things will stop a truck dead. So that's not exactly a hindrance for Red 4, but it's not a natural barrier like I thought it was at first. I think infantry can also get across most of this river without having to go into the swim animation, i.e. they get to keep their gun out and up. As for the rest of this AO, if they were to just proceed down along the railroad tracks and then branch off right at the town of Hitala, that alone gives them plenty of wiggle room to move around and like go on the fly, adjust to the contact, whether it's there or not. If they go down this road going straight north, they take contact, they can divert off to the right, divert off to the left into those clearings, or even into the forests on the other side of those clearings. So, yeah, I think Red 4 is going to have to almost do an active defense and try and get early eyes on what this does now, or on what Blue 4 does.
Red 4 does have an advantage here with the caches, though. They're a little closer together, so they can actually make a more unified defense here. But if they try to do that, that just leaves a lot of wiggle room from the east, southeast, to have Blue 4 come around. You know, with the previous AO, there were these massive open fields and these massive kill zones you had for the defending faction to use. Granted, I'll give credit to this AO. There is one to the east, but that's it. Like, it's small compared to what we saw last time.
That's also, that field to the east is nowhere near between Blue 4 spawn and their objective.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for Blue 4 to kind of attack this AO. The attacking faction isn't really going to be forced into a Thunder Run, because there's just a lot of terrain that they can utilize to actually move into this AO. So I'm a little disappointed in that. I think the best way to have it is literally keep the same map, find two towns that have very similar AOs, and just run it. Because it is supposed to be a little more competitive. They want us on 5-minute delays because they want this to be a tell-all of who's better, the communities that come in to play FNF, or the 29th. Yeah, and this just feels a little biased here, so I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
I see what you mean. I feel like it's almost not in the spirit to do it in the same map, because then Well,
like I said, two similar-sized towns, but, you know, if one town has a bunch of open fields around it, then the other town should have a bunch of open fields around it, you know? Am I sounding crazy?
No, you're really not. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate a bit. It's I I'm for it in that sense of out of the fairness. If they really want this to be fair, then yeah, make it as even as possible in every respect and regard. And to that extent, I don't think that the map choice here favors Red 4 in the same way that it favored, it doesn't favor
the defenders in the previous AO, yeah.
Thank you, yes. We'll see what happens. I mean, like you said, these two caches are closer together, so they could form a bit of a tighter defense. But with how much forest cover there is leading up and even inside of the town, especially with the more varied terrain that is just more present on Ruha than it is on Roche, I could very easily see the attacking side committing to a rush and being able to get away with it a lot more easily than what the FNF coalition was able to do in the first round.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's still a massive advantage for the FNF coalition here. That's even numbers. Defenders always get the advantage of, they get to make fortifications, and I expect them to, build around the caches. We've already seen some HESCO barriers put down. We could see some explosive traps put. Since the AO here is a bit tighter, and they might reconsolidate, this actually lets them put explosive traps directly on routes that they know the enemy is going to take. So there are still some hidden advantages here that Op4 can utilize, but I'm one of those guys where if you want to have, a tell-all event, you have to keep it as even as possible. So I'm gonna be a little pissy for the rest of the stream about that, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you in that regard.
I don't know. It's also because I've
want to do.
Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of that attitude in Arma 3 PvP in the past over some really heavily biased operations. To the point it just turns me off from PvP, even if I see it to commentate on it. But we'll see. Again,
we'll get through it.
If for the last round, if Vok wasn't in that position to kill, literally 12 to 13 of the attacking faction, then that could have been a completely different op, but it's just going to be all about, does Op4 have a member of Scandi Recon somewhere in a bush to kill another 12 to 13 people to even it out?
Which I think is modeled after Finland, so this might be their own home territory to work with.
Home field advantage. It was Voss, by the way. I keep butchering his name.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm going to be watching him, though, for this round to see if he can make that magic happen again.
Absolutely, and you already mentioned the
AN7
fortifications. I think they need to use those as a perimeter around the town and for checkpoints and stuff, and they shouldn't fortify the target buildings themselves, because just like with the first round, these cache search areas are the entire town. So by reinforcing specific buildings, that naturally makes them a target, and could very easily undo their own defenses by telling the attacking team, hey, this is where you should concentrate if you want to find the caches. So I'm hoping to see that they kind of spread out the fortifications and entrenchments, but we shall see.
All right, let's talk about ways that Blue 4 can attack this AO. With it being a little tighter here, clearly we've already harpered on this, the eastern approach into this area. They could also go along on the western side. The bridge is going to be a little bit tough, but that can let them in through the back. Specifically, they can cross the river right here because it's not too deep. They can just walk over this and follow the riverbed in on the direct northern approach. Specifically northwestern approach, my bad. And then there is also some wiggle room from the northeast as well. So a lot of ways that Blue 4 can kind of encroach on this AK the 29th here. What are your thoughts?
It's going to depend, I think, a lot on, I mean, this sounds obvious, but it's going to depend on which direction the Blue 4 decides to go on this. Just looking at the map, they probably will try
right
to
on Motorhead.
The western side, try and avoid
Hope you keep enjoying everything.
Those big open fields in favor of the thicker forests along the railroad lines. So I think if they're just looking at the map, they will go along the railroad lines, go to that southeast, maybe wrap around to the east, and go through like markers 2-8 and 2-5. over there southeast of the town itself. I think they're going to try to go through there. Maybe go on the road as a thunder run into Kitala. But we will see.
I think it's going to be less likely to see those thunder runs this round because there's a lot more room for caution for the 29th attacking for this round.
Kind of. I mean, again, just by looking at the map, they can tell already, yeah, we got a lot of forest to work with. A lot of natural terrain cover. You can see it going from 9 meters to 28, 23, 25, 12.
Guys, I'll still answer the questions when I see them. It's just going to be a 5-minute delay. Don't you worry.
And that, along with the fact that they have that round advantage to where they can be a little reckless, and if it bites them in the ass, then they don't lose immediately. Red 4, in this case, the FNF coalition, they have to win this, or they lose the match.
Yep, and there won't be a tiebreaker. Real quick, Barb, let's go over who's in the FNF coalition again, because it is a new round. I'll be cutting the vids that way, and chat's already asking about it again. Give me the list.
Sure thing. The list of... Blue 4 is the attacking side. That is 29th ID, supplemented by 2nd MRB, the people who pretty much run FNF. As for the FNF Visitors side coalition, we have Scandi Recon, 4th Infantry Brigade, or aka 4IB, UPSE, SOG, Scandi, PLH, Zeus Spartans, AFI, Tau, Chad, and I believe that is it.
It was an invitational as well, so only certain groups were invited to partake in this coalition because it's slightly smaller compared to the 124 we see, which is like a 62v62. But otherwise, I mean, that would be flat because normally there's number advantages within FNF. Usually the attackers get that set advantage. One thing I do want to point out to you real quick, though, before we get into that, is Eastern MSR, Indigo Fox, and Navy already ready to go in that M2 Humvee. Probably Navy is going to look for some revenge here, but because he got killed off so early, they're going to go out and try to set up a counterattack maneuver. We have another Humvee unarmed with 4 guys ready to go. That is the X-Ray group. And then we have a large counterattack force. Oh, dear.
So doing that kind of active defense.
Oh, man.
Vanguard force to... I don't know if they're going to set up maybe along the railroad crossing over there, but because there's a bridge and some terrain that isn't really...
It's risky, but it might work.
On the map. That is a bit concerning, so they may be in for a surprise there. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be doing that kind of more active defense.
Very risky of a call right there. Blue 4, they do have 2 SSRs to kind of get into this AO. They could also pull back and take the MSR up and do a wide eastern flank. But that's why you have all these vehicles going in these different directions to try to find where that main force is going to go to counter it effectively. But again, commanding the coalition, we see him time and time again, whether it be in the actual coalition community, which is a different PvP place, or FNF, or in their very own Arma Finland group. Severe is a great commander in my opinion, and a perfect choice for leading something like this. And then on the 29th ID guy, you have 2nd Lieutenant Stray, who so far has gotten a win for the 29th ID in the first round, but let's see if he can capture that lightning in a bottle twice, utilizing the power of Voss to put him in a great position to eliminate 2 squads of infantry again. I'm excited.
Yeah, like we've been saying, I don't want to take too much away from Stray because he obviously knew what he was doing. All the movements from the defending side in the first round were very calculated. But yeah, he definitely had the advantage with that terrain. So we'll see if he's able to switch his brain from defending to attacking and see what he's able to do with this pretty heavily forested terrain.
One more thing I want to point out. Defending faction gets 1 M2 Humvee. Attacking faction gets 2 attack Humvees. Otherwise, it's just transport vehicles and a few unarmored Humvees for movement. The OP4 force, actually it's not even OP4. For both rounds, the coalition was a British force with 5.56 based rifles, and then 29th ID were Marpat Marine Woodland camo with also 5.56. So it's been a mirror match of 5.56. A Maz for their mat weapon in Charlie 2. Charlie 1 in both Foxtrot teams got the M240 Bravo. So everything is completely even to make sure there's not any small caliber advantages given either side. So Op4 is saying they're all good. They just got their last guy in for 56, and I think Blue 4 is also ready to go. So we'll have to see how this proactive defense is done by Op4. If they can catch Blue 4 with their pants down, we're probably going to see a very quick transition into round 3. But I'll be curious to see how the 29th decides to screen their convoys here.
This southern counter defense, whatever you want to call it for Red 4, this big convoy is 27 players.
That is literally half of their force. Slightly under, actually. But there is the mission start.
Lurch.
We'll see how things goes.
Lurch almost drove into the back of Flying Finn's truck.
Amazing. I'm going to watch Blue 4 in case they have a screw up. That would suck, though. If you're Blue 4, you have a win in the bag, you're ready to go, and then 2 Vix Arma into each other, and you lose 10 guys off the get-go. That'd be pretty damn funny.
It'd be funny, but only because of how unfortunate it would be.
Looks like Blue 4 has Sholand AFK, though, so they might already be down a man. Meanwhile, no one's stuck in Op4 spawn, so that is not good. Because they're not leaving Sholand any vehicles to move up with. How unfortunate. They're going to be down an auto rifle, too.
So, yep, that southern convoy has gone towards the railway bridge.
Yep.
And going to be holding over there, which...
They're taking the left approach, but X-Ray is going to be set up right here to watch this group come in. So we might see this proactive attack potentially flank around on the southern side or quickly redeploy at a different route. We also have Bay Potato and Aim at the Balls, who has changed his name to Aim at the Stars, also watching that road as a fallback group.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like that Heb guy's losing connection, so...
Oh, Hess, yeah. It's an S set and it's 2 S's, so yeah, his name is Hess.
It's never mind. It's a letter from a different language, I just forget the exact term.
German.
Hello, past, send the boom. Actually, it would be future you.
But yeah,
you'll see this in 5 minutes.
Far western approach, not what I was expecting. T5 Vonk actually heading the wrong way. Unless he's gonna go out into this. Oh my god, he just got some fucking air. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
That was amazing. He got some great air. So yeah, they're going for this far western approach. And yeah, like you said, the X-ray team should be able to hear them. If they're able to see them go this way, that's another thing.
This is a very good elaborate flank, but Op4 X-ray should be able to hear these Vics, and they are getting eyes on some of these trucks passing by. So they should know to tell this proactive defense going that they're going to need to pull back because they're going to attempt to do a wide flank from the northwestern side, which in my opinion is a really good call. But it does leave a lot of open areas so that if the proactive defense is quick, they could totally fortify this riverbed and catch Blue 4 all in the open and cause a significant amount of damage. But now Op4 needs to be quick to get that because X-Ray's leading the way here, and I'm willing to bet they might try to get as close as they can before they get those dismounts in.
Yeah, Blue 2 HQ with Lusard, Omega, Bay Potato, Name with the Stars, yeah, holding up a bit southwest of the town itself. Yeah, these guys, X-Ray needs to call that up, especially that now that a big convoy is passing them. Those trucks are loud. They need to call that up so that the rest of this force knows they're probably not coming your way, and they can pack back up and go back into the town and fortify there, because, like we said, that is literally half their force down to the south, with a few more squads and teams out in the sticks. So the town itself is very undermanned right now. If they're attacking like quickly, which looks like they're dismounting very close, trying to get as close as they can before they get out of their cars. This could be over before it even begins for Red 4.
Op4, they're still dismounted right here. They're gonna have to start mounting very soon. Blue 4, though, there's going to be a little bit of advantage for Op 4 to still get some time here, because Blue 4 is going to fan out and do a little bit of recon before they move. That's going to buy Op 4 a little more time to do this maneuvering, but I could easily see Blue 4, if they're quick enough, just steamroll the small garrison on Op 4 before the remaining half of the force is able to come around.
Yeah, X-Ray is moving. They're moving, trying to almost trail this.
Cholin's back and he's running.
Following their route. They obviously know that that's where they all went. No one else has seen anything because nothing else is anywhere. Cholin has returned from being AFK and is hoofing it on foot. And he might run into an Indigo Fox over there, but I don't have a good feeling about this for Red 4.
Cholin's back, and he's running for it. But he's got to be careful, because Indigo Fox is ready to go. Will they spot Cholin in the open? As Cholin gets just below into the riverbank, I don't think they're gonna... He's not gonna get spotted. Lucky timing there. As the Vic now looks right with that gunner.
Oh, God.
A little bit of air, but nothing spotted.
That's that Ruha terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta avoid the rocks, though. Well done.
And Cholin, he looks back, sees that Humvee moving around. I don't know if he's going to be in radio range. Meanwhile, a truck, it's command, member of the command team. It's Wells, who I believe...
Real quick, I'm sorry, but they are making a Thunder Run attempt north of the
is a medic.
town itself. Alpha and Bravo and Charlie 1 for Blue 4. 5 trucks coming around to this northern side, less than a click out from the town itself. They're gonna come into this town of Kaloya and be well within striking distance.
Op 4, it looks like they are starting to pull forces back to remount. The far southern forces appear to be heading back north, but this Thunder Run, they're dismounting and within a
click.
Within a click of the cache. If they start moving right now, they could definitely breach into here and catch this position with their pants down. But this is also kind of the issue of this AO compared to the previous AO, because there's a lot more concealment and cover for the attacking force to move in closer to the AO itself. It's a little tough to kind of compete with that. But at least Op 4 knows that they're going to be coming from the west because of the recon that was done by X-Ray. Ooh, hold up. Wells is about to run into the M2 Humvee.
Ooh.
Wells is screwed. That Humvee needs to pursue at this point. Cholin's going to be forced to walk this.
To be fair, it is only Wells, so I think it's the platoon.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the platoon medic, so that should cause some confusion in the command structure at least, because he's going to be talking over command net saying, "Holy shit, fuck, 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 holy shit, fuck."
So this this is a 56 feet. I was about to say, he better not have just been able to juke. Are you kidding me?
What? Okay, no, the gunner saw them. Navy saw it, and he's turning around. But now he's like...
I don't get why you wouldn't be right on top of that Vic. I don't get what they... whatever. They lost him. They actually
lost a giant fucking truck. Are you kidding me? And
I get why the Humvee stopped to, get a good firing line, but he should have at least been maneuvering his Vic slowly to get right behind it to follow it. And they're going to still be able to pick up Cholin and move him back. Wow. I cannot believe they got away with that.
Can't keep getting away with him. Speaking of getting away, I should have a segue for that. But Blue 4 is encroaching on the northern
Op 4 remounting Bravo.
Objective town. They're still trying to load up.
No. So that's Bravo mounting up, but Alpha's already repositioned on this riverbank here. Yes. They are going to try to set up right here. I don't think it's going to be enough time. You already have this one truck, Omega and another guy driving right into Blue 4's force. This is going to start making Op 4 panic if Blue 4 opens up on this truck.
Yep, and they're holding fire. Nah, well, as I say that.
There it is.
Opens up.
Literally from every single fucking direction.
I'm counting 6 different angles of fire, and no one actually has died yet. And as I say that, actually, no, he's going to get away. I thought I was going to be able to call it.
Still +1. What's up with both sides' transport trucks being incredibly tanky today?
I don't know.
The Omega even has an open fucking door on his side. Like, goddamn.
Connection, that is gonna
Boss, no!
Finger.
No, my VIP from last stop. What a shame.
To, turning the tide back into F&F's favor.
All right, Severe trying to get some pickoff kills from Alpha 2 Blue 4 moving up the riverbank, but Op4 is going to now have to scramble to get their forces back into position because Blue 4 is right on top of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, with all that fire, that is going to definitely almost the inverse of what happened with the first round. That's going to draw all of Red 4's attention. This way, it's just a matter of if they're able to react in time. We have that big Bravo 2.
I cannot listen to comms now.
+6.
King, though, getting a flank on the massive force from Bravo Blue 4 coming in, managing to knock out Turnby out, but quickly had to get down. I don't think he took any injuries himself. Trying to put some GLs up. Almost puts it on Valenti there. Valenti returns with his own. It's just short. Actually, I do see a dead Blue 4 guy here as well, as Kane is now trying to pull away, triple timing it away. He does have one kill, so he's able to kill one, knock out another. Honestly, the Op 4 garrison here just needs to buy time. King getting cut out of position.
He's crippled.
Might have just got, yep, his legs are down. I will now call him Lieutenant Dan. Indigo and Navy behind the Blue 4 line here. I think trying to find some targets to potentially shoot at with that Humvee. And we just see a massive amount of Op 4 scrambling from the south, trying to follow the riverbed up. But Blue 4 is being quick, starting to make it onto the stadium. Novix, who we see usually do really well, gets knocked out early on, and they're trying to... Blue 4's trying to double tap him. M2 Humvee firing from the rear here, getting up on Robertson, Carlos, Chuplis. Chuplis was hit a few times. He's bandaging. Robertson, though, trying to... actually, nope. Navy is dead again. Unfortunate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
You got to remember, for this special Saturday night scuffle, there is magnified optics in play for both sides. So a lot of ACOGs, if you guys took MGO scopes for the 249s and 240s.
Mm-hmm.
Voss coming back. Hopefully he can get a JIP slot. Join in progress, by the way.
This far in, I don't think so. They do have garrison that office complex pretty heavily. I'm counting 7 in there, with Arma Jesus close, waiting in the wings. So that's a decent garrison. They need to actually, like I said, with the
could see X-ray flank around. This is Wells. Nope, that's straight. That's GC.
Still obviously shoot the guys, but like try not to draw too much attention. Just in the sense of not bringing them to the objective itself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm actually surprised to see not a big flanking force. That western
yeah, Voss went to spectate.
Cyrus, Nelson, firefighter with the M2 Humvee for Blue 4. They've actually been pretty steady here. Mm-hmm. 4AB in Alpha 2 and Bravo 1 and Alpha 1 over here. They're under fire from that Humvee, and they almost took firefighter's head off, or his buddy.
Yep. His arms appear to be hit though, so they pulled back. And these magnified optics really giving these players a range advantage here, but a lot of M2 fires coming in on 4IB. Smith is down. I don't know if there's any other bodies here. Give me one moment. Nope. Most of them otherwise are still alive. The only people that are dead right now is... I stand corrected. Banks, part of 4IB, is dead. Navy is dead, who was the gunner for Indigo Fox. Quickly is unconscious back there, but we see him getting medicked. Scrolling up, we have 4 Blue 4. PFC Lungu is dead. That was the guy King shot. Ballot is bleeding out, but he is getting medical. France and Sholand are down nearby where Op 4 Charlie 2 is. So it looks like Scandi Recon was able to find those two, Wells and Sholand, as they tried to drive up from a different angle and were taken out. We do see Wells dead above. We also have Stool also down. So Op 4 getting a few more KIAs early in. However, there are a few guys that have left the server though that were on Op 4's side. So the exact skull count is unknown. Novix also waking back up, finding a cheeky spot with his 249. Might get into a similar position. has Vosted, but he's taken out.
Oh, on the northern side, they're inside the cash search zone for the northern side of the town. Flooding around the stadium, trying to encircle it. Like, this is getting worse and worse. And if you look at the clock, we're barely 15 minutes into this. Not even.
Yeah, it was a lot quicker of a maneuver here. But again, I already said my piece on how vastly different these AOs are, so I'm not surprised with that.
Maybe if they kept like the third round as a tiebreaker, you know, switch sides and then a tiebreaker if both sides defend successfully. But I don't know. Regardless, right now Blue 4 is very easily encircling the stadium. Jonathan and Omega keep kind of doing a fighting retreat and still trying to hold out in this office complex. But the amount of people on the roof is actually kind of concerning them because the cache is right there below them, but they need to watch the entrances, which is what Flux is trying to do.
Oh, Sideways just lost his nuts. I felt that. So, Sideways for Op4 just ragdolled as he was trying to climb over a rail, and the ragdoll made him slam his nuts into the rail, and he fell over. It was quite comical. As a man, seeing a man do that, I felt that, and physically cringed. It hurt.
And I took that personally.
I do like how we have that proactive defense force now coming around to try to do a wide flank. That's very risky to do. It's really great that they're actually coming around and trying to split off one of the pincers. Oh, I know, it's Scandi Recon in the way back, though. It's actually a lot of other forces doing it right now, led by X-Ray. Just the question is, can the existing defensive garrison of the two caches hold against the other half of the pincer, which is a lot more tightly knit here, but I think they might be able to overpower this defense group. Clown getting breached on by Nielsen. Clown goes down. And Kane manages to kill Nielsen there. Does a quick reload. Runs into the room as a grenade is thrown behind him. Kane is now trying to elaborately run around. Really smart call by King here.
King's on 4 kills, by the way.
Amazing job.
Drops Carlson, maybe? No, gets a bunch of hits.
Those shots should have killed Carlson. That was very close there. He's now running to the side as a handgun goes out on him. Tries to pre-fire around that corner. Now he's running back to the front again. He is keeping these two defenders on their toes.
He's got to be careful, though, with the amount of sprinting and the pain he's in. His headbutt can be all over the place. Carlson is dead. Oh, God.
Double tapping these bodies to make sure they're down. He is now on 5 kills.
Yep, and he's getting friendly fire by the 4AB guys who are just over at that last position. That's pretty funny.
So 4IB did a really great job there, boxing those two guys in. Those are the plays that Op4 needs to be making right now to continue to win this fight as they stall while the proactive defense of Op4 comes around and sweeps out the remaining Blue 4 guys on the flank. So I would say this is definitely coming to be a little bit of a closer match, but we are seeing people like Kane here literally earn their crown for a joke right there.
Nice. That was a good one. that gets my seal of approval. Yeah.
All right.
We're seeing now the defensive advantage.
Novix on a kill.
Dust Eyes is actually down on top of the roof with a couple other KIAs in this office complex. I'm seeing a lot fewer arrows. Severe has left the building.
Yep, rooftop has, I think, Severe dead. Dusty's is down.
No, Severe left the building. He's down on the ground floor shooting.
Oh, yep. Good use of GLs to fire at where he knows that other Blue 4 half of the attack is coming. I love how this right pincer has turned into 2 mini pincers as they're going on the left and right sides of the stadium to try to encompass where they see Op4 as having a tighter defense and thus can predict where the cache is going to be. However, these 4IB guys coming up the riverbed here could potentially outflank this western mini pincer here, and if Blue 4 is not pulling good 360, they could easily get shot in the back. Meanwhile, X-Ray still skirmishing on the left side. Scandi Recon coming up to assist. Actually, no. Where is Scandi?
Scandi is... Where the fuck is Scandi? Where the fuck did they go? Charlie 2, Charlie 2, Charlie.
They're in a giant.
Oh.
Yeah, they're in a transport truck following the train tracks up. I think they're gonna try to come out round on the way right to flank the other half of the pincer. So that is a classic Scandi Recon strat, but
absolutely
coming in is gonna be a little tough. But I like the enthusiasm there. Especially in an enemy vehicle, no less.
Yeah, it's an enemy vehicle, so the PID is going to get a bit mixed up. Hopefully, Indigo doesn't spot them and open up on them.
So I am noticing, though, there are more skulls on Blue 4 than Op 4 right now, size considering.
It's a defensive bonus.
Yep.
And you also have to consider how things have unfolded. Alpha 2 for Red 4, Luna's group, Delta 2, as well as just all the groups along the river have almost kind of split up the two halves of the Blue 4 force. We could very easily see an encirclement of the main force and then just mopping up Platoon HQ, Command, and X-Ray for Blue 4. Lots of good names still up, though. But really, I don't know. I think we're at the crossroads right now, with Scandi coming in on the east, supported now by Indigo Fox, who has made contact with them. Looks like they will make contact with them.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is game, set, and match at this point. Blue 4 does not have the manpower to search this town. The defensive garrison on Op 4 has effectively halted the forces coming in. Unfortunately, you have some long-range shots between 4IB and Indigo Fox's Humvee. Indigo Fox managed to knock out one of the 4IB guys, and that has ruined this flank attack.
Oh, why did we have to say anything, Liru?
I know, right? This might give Blue 4 a small opportunity to move up. However, we have Kane and Arma Jesus coming up. Arma Jesus knocking out one of the... Oh gosh, Kane with another kill.
Oh god.
Kane now on 7. Kane is now the boss of this faction here. Another kill for Kane. He is up on 8.
Going in now. This is better than Voss. Kane's being actually proactive about it. There's actual some
kills Ballot on 9.
Gasto lobs a nade over, hits Armor Jesus, and misses King entirely. They came about an inch.
Oh, and Kane is slain by Gastel. But I mean, there you go. Kane slain. Well, yeah, I mean, it's those multi-kills that both sides get. I mean, that is... They've completely crippled this left pincer here. The right pincer still has some room to maneuver. I just heard explosives go off, but that was way to the south. Just trying to predict Blue 4 is going to attack from that direction. We do have Robertson that has breached into the cache building. Is he a demo spec? No, he is not, but he could just mag dump the cache and go for the best. He does have a 249, and there is a dead body up here he could take ammo from.
And there's no one up there.
He doesn't finish clearing it, though! Oh!
He might have...
No! He doesn't check the back room!
Well, all the doors on the way are still locked, so maybe if he's not familiar with this building, he doesn't know that
Oh, he should be.
Enterable.
Everyone should be familiar with this building.
Absolutely. Should be.
Well, they're a milsim, so the name Sergeant implies they've been playing for a while.
That is also true.
Oh, that hurts. Meanwhile, Arma Jesus, I think he hears these guys on the stadium walking around, so he's going to follow them. Pierce now joining him. Scandi Recon.
Oh, no. Okay, real quick. Nusad went in and cleared it for Red 4. Now he's coming back up. Or Robertson actually is coming back up with that 249. As Nusad clears the top floor, sees no one's here. He's not going to expect Robertson to come up right below him. But Pierce might be coming in the back door here.
Yep.
Robertson and Lusad see each other.
Lusad finishes it.
Very nicely done.
FK, thanks for the 38-month resub, my man. You have been here quite a long time. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this.
And yeah, looking at the map now,
almost no, he did GL himself.
What I don't want to do my own homework. What kind of has happened, or what I thought was happened, what has happened. The main force on the eastern side of the river near the stadium has been encircled and pretty heavily battered. We still have a few bastions holding out. Blue 4 Alpha, Bedekovic over to, just the northeast of the cache, and a few people from Bravo 1.
Let me guess, marksman rifle?
Marksman
rifle.
Should be easily holdable by Red 4. There'd have to be some multiple multi-kills across the board for Blue 4 to start to pull this back.
I don't see it. I mean, Op 4 is slowly pulling on the noose here. You got Scandi Recon trying to engage with the easternmost flank. We did just have Yanni die in, not die, but go down in the open. Just got a double tapping shot right there, though. Az now trying to pop some smoke to potentially save Yanni. Nemesis giving some cover fire. But Arma Jesus coming around the back to try to save Scandi Recon and put some pressure on that Blue 4 force right there. Arma Jesus on 6 kills. Him and Kane have 15 kills between them. That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Echo 1 is definitely the MVPs. Meanwhile, Scandi and a
9, 2, 1, 3, 6. 0 and 0.
It's gonna be the MVP team for this.
Yeah, I'll read the numbers again. 9 for Kane, 2 for Novix, 1 for Sideways, 3 for Pointman, 6 for Jesus, and then 0, 0, 0 for Tom, Flux, and Clown.
Novix had 1, or had 2 actually. Oh yeah, you see that Sideways had 1. That's right. So that's 11, 12, 15, 21. Yeah, 21 kills so
21
far.
kills between that team. That is... If one team is able to kill 3 times their player count, I mean, that's...
Indigo, stop. He's shooting at the same 4IB squad that's been in that same position.
God damn it, Indigo.
He just took down Stark. He's about to take down Hudson as well.
Maybe if Indigo learns how to read the map, because by the way, when you're playing on the ground, you open your map, you see where all friendlies are on the map in real time. So, please, for the love of God, open your map, PID.
Open your map. Open your fucking map.
Stop it. Get some help. Yomiak. What do you say? Usually you say kiss on the lips, you little weirdo. All right. Anyway.
Okay. Well, like, the thing with it is, like, oh, you jinx Yomi a Coke, but jinx Yomi a kiss on the lips.
All right. So, I mean, Op 4 honestly has a 4 or 5 to 1 ratio here, just looking at the amount of people still here. I mean, I'm gonna do a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blue 4 remaining. Op 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 10 to 41, I think one of the Blue 4 guys just died. So in all honesty, I think...
Just died from buckets, yeah.
I think Red 4 actually is going to come out with more people surviving than Blue 4. In the previous op, with the 29th defending.
Say that again?
I think FNF Coalition is going to have more people survive at the end of this round than the 29th did in their defensive round.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, Echo 1 just fucking 21 kills between them. Arma Jesus on 7 kills now.
Iander and Finn coming to avenge Nafs. Oh, but Iander... Wow, he survives that. Very surprising.
And gets the kill.
Counter, yeah, he gets a counter. But Iander, look at all that blood on him. How the hell did he survive that?
Luck.
Absolutely. Oh, but grenade goes off onto Iander's position. It's going to roll far, though, and he'll be fine.
We're about to have the 15-minute mark in 2 minutes. There goes Iander. Flying Finn still knows there's a guy over there, though, so is he going to push up and potentially deal with it?
Broad and Bay.
Wow, that grenade got blocked by the tree.
Seriously?
Yeah. Literally, the tree blocked the shrapnel from hitting Iander. That was fucking crazy position. Finn cooking a grenade, throwing it over, lands it right behind, and I think got a bit of blood on him. You can see below his left ammo pouch there.
Shooting up at Nimmy and Finn across the river.
Yep.
Nim took a few hits, but she's still alive.
Finn's now going to move up. Another grenade gets thrown.
That was closer even, I think.
Yep, but T4 here is still able to pull back. But 4IB are watching. If he pulls back further, he might get spotted. Said he runs into this bush to bandage. And I think T4 was just murdered right there.
And Lone Survivor.
Yeah.
And he goes up to apologize. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, let me patch up your wounds.
Yeah. Oh, 4IB getting blue on blued again. This time by Swola, just suppressing that angle.
Stark is down again as Schmidt tries to wake him back up.
Gastel getting caught out of position by Quickly and Brandy. They weren't able to get the kill, but they put a flare on his position. And Gastel quickly trying to run. More bullets go by his head. And he is spinning around, avoiding shots left, right. I thought I just saw 2 headshots there, but I guess they hit his arms. You gotta love when you spin to win, and your arms are able to catch those headshots. Yeah. But he's letting that smoke billow out.
Easy style.
Yeah, right.
6 people still alive for Blue 4. I think it's... I mean, we're going to be going to the tiebreaker, no doubt, but I'm very surprised that this actually turned out this way. Between the maneuvers early on for Blue 4, some of the early missteps from Red 4 that thankfully they were able to...
Gastel's dead.
They were able to work back on those. I mean, it was very much a push back. They were able to push, Red 4 was able to push Blue 4 out of this town, whose name, I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce it.
Just looking at the sheer amount of skulls on Blue 4 right now. Just hot damn.
And yeah, I think they just lost another, so now they're down to 5, so they've lost 50 of the 55 people, or however, so, near enough around.
56, so it'll be 51 out of the 56 are KIA. But just the sheer amount of people still on Op 4. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember the last time I saw this many of a side still left alive in FNF. In all honesty.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. This is a very large force still surviving at the end of the round after direct contact. I don't know if it was the counterattack that they weren't standing around and they were more active. You had the flanks coming from 4IB and from Scandi on the western and eastern side.
I'm gonna go through Op 4's roster.
So I think that you could attribute it to that partially, but either way.
So I'm just gonna go through the roster and call things out. Buckets on 4 kills. Indigo Fox, I'm not gonna call it the 1 kills though, but Arma Jesus on 7 kills. Point Man on 4 kills. Kane on the 9 kills. There has to be some more multi-kills here to just knock out that entire force. So Slow on 4 kills. Twig and Dreams on 2 kills each, and Severe on no kills. So really, it just falls to Buckets,
King,
and most of Echo 1.
Yeah, Echo 1. Who got probably
hot damn.
Close to half. Yeah, Echo 1 got, I think, about a third.
So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Literally a third of the kills are in Echo 1. That's incredible. And I also love how I'm watching SL Dream.
That's closer to half. That's like 2
kills. SL Dream's getting shot at by his own dudes. He's on 2 kills on his own because he was getting behind some of Blue 4's lines here. So it's just stragglers at this point. Still 5 left for Blue 4.
But their days are numbered. As long as we don't have more friendly fire incidents, like I'm pretty sure I just saw.
Yeah. Dreams is getting shot at by his own guys. Indigo Fox, meanwhile, poked his head up. Oh, no, he fucking just eliminated someone to get his second kill.
Look at him. Yeah, so Jim getting shot at from, what was it, either Nuclear Moose or Aim at the Stars. I think it's Nuclear Moose, actually.
You gotta also consider... Oh, Dream's getting knocked out by Stray. Blue Fort Ground Command. I will say, since both groups are using the same exact guns here, with the exception of the primary battle rifle, both are 5.56 M4 base, so they both are going to sound the same. It's really shown how reliant some of these players are on audio PID, especially with what Voss did in round 1. I think that is a major compliment here to how these rounds have been going and how people have been adapting to go, okay, I'm not trying to focus on enemy weapon PID from audio. I'm trying to focus on if I just hear gunshots in general, let me check my map. Okay, there's no friendlies over there. Let me now maneuver on it, because that's exactly what Kane and Arma Jesus have been doing with the stadium plays.
That also, you could attest, is a difference, something that isn't normally the case in FNF. I mean, we had the issue... I wouldn't really call it an issue, but a couple weeks ago, that one snow match between the French forces and the forces, where they had very similar camo, very similar profile.
Real quick. Point Man just got his 5th kill sniping Blue Fort Ground Command. Continue.
Ooh, very nice. But yeah, for the most part, PID is pretty distinct, even between visual and audio. You can most of the time very easily tell between factions and sides, but in this case,
driving up with the truck,
exact same rifles, exact same caliber, exact same mod even. So like these are making the same noises. So yeah, this is very different that they've had to adapt to, and I think it's very much worked out for the defending team in both cases. Because attacking, you got to work on the fly. Defending, you're obviously defending. Mm-hmm. You have some more situational awareness before that attack starts. In my opinion.
Just the sheer amount of op force still alive. That's amazing. Right. At least when
completely encircled this last 3 holdout spot.
Mm-hmm. I would thank Arma, Jesus, and King. You know, just the MVPs there. Tom's about to catch Thorn. I thought he was going to see Thorn bandaging. Right there it is. Tom puts some shots on him, gives Thorn some more wounds. Thorn getting shot up in the ass. There, Thorn finally called his hits. Anderson trying to return fire, but his bullets get repelled off the rock. He throws a grenade instead as he took one to the top left shoulder. I think that went into his arm, though. So Tom behind a rock, so it stops most of that shrapnel coming in. Bowser not realizing he's about to be flanked completely. I mean, just all of this infantry all around him. Anderson down. Bowser trying to throw a grenade up on that truck.
Yeah, pretty close, but he's going to drive away. He actually runs to try and engage it.
And he's going to run right into Point Man. Point Man gets headshotted.
Bowser.
Arma, Jesus, and Tom double tapping Anderson. Tom on his 2nd kill. All right. If there was any time to see an Adriano level incident, now would be the case. Quickly going down.
Great spray down. Could still wake back up, but his truck is moving, so he won't be medic until he hits this tree.
And he gets one tapped from so slow on his 5th kill. GG. We are going to go into the tiebreaker round.
Hell yes. And
hot damn.
Look how many Red 4 is still alive.
That's absolutely amazing. I have not seen this many of a faction survive in anything FNF related in quite a while. Honestly, I don't know where Blue 4 went wrong with that plan, though. It seemed solid. It's just they lost the PvP fight with Echo 1.
Yeah, maybe with Echo 1 and
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
The range just didn't work with them or what, but they were able to be pushed back very easily from what we could see. And also that western half of Blue 4's force was completely disjointed from the main force because of actions from 4IB's squad.
Real quick.
Western side of the AO, yes.
Echo 1 Final score, 26 kills. That's 46.5% of 56. So they literally got half the kills. One team got half of the fucking kills this entire round. That's past Scandi Recon's level. That's amazing.
By the way, Scandi I think only got 4 or 5, so yeah, they I mean they did what they could. They were just never in a position to do.
I think the mesh and end trigger got fucked because it hasn't indexed yet.
Gaz has a team kill, so Finn has 1. And then Yanni has 2, so they're actually at 2 net total because Az team killed.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to take a small break just to go get some water, but... I mean, my chat's saying there had to have been a lot of team kills for blue. Honestly, there wasn't any... I didn't see any blue for... if anything, I saw Op4 make 2 or 3 FFs. That didn't lead any deaths, but definitely led to a few knockouts. But again, it's because one team literally got half the kills. That's what it gets to when you do that level of defense.